My name is Larry Hammond. I'm the County Veteran Service Officer. I've been doing this job since I retired from the U.S. Coast Guard in 1993, so I've been here 27 years.
Really?
And our job is to provide services to the veterans of the county and their dependents. We provide contact points for veterans so that if they have medical issues, we can help them with that. If they have any type of issues that fall mostly on the legal side of getting benefits, claims processed, we do that, or I do that. I'm a one-person show. We used to be located, when I first started, in the courthouse, but we moved from there over to the Board of Elections office, and there was a reason that we moved there. The Board of Elections and the Veteran Services have been co-located forever. The elections director, which I was until 2011, we did veteran services and elections. Well, I actually did veteran services, elections, geographic information systems, and enhanced 911. I retired in 2011. My son was a senior in high school, and I told him that I would like to retire and help coach him his last year in baseball, which I did. But I have a passion for what I do for veterans. And I asked the county, I said, I'd like to maintain this veteran service position if it's all right. I said, I've been through the training, I've had all of it, and I'd like to just continue doing that. And they agreed, and that's what we do. And I have been doing that. The aspect of what we do for veterans has really changed over the years. It's stepped up a lot. For example, we have a computer system now where we can actually access the veterans' files that the VA are looking at. So when a veteran comes in and says, I was supposed to have an exam, but I didn't get it, I can access their file as long as they're mine. And I'll explain what mine is a little bit later. As long as they're mine, I can access their file, and I can see if a letter was sent, a letter was not, then I can act on behalf of that veteran to tickle the VA to say, hey, they didn't get this. We need to get this done, because there are time constraints. And if you miss one of them, it can really be costly to a veteran. Now, what I mean by mine, several years ago, the VA had a lawsuit. It came out of Florida, I believe, as most things do. And we used to be able to look at any veteran, it didn't matter. If they were with American Legion, which I am underneath, or NCDMVA, which I am, Vietnam Veterans of America, I'm not, so I cannot look at that. Disabled American veterans, I'm not certified under them. There's probably dozens and dozens of organizations out there, and you have to be certified under them or you can't see your veteran. But mine, if they're under NCDMVA or American Legion, I can see them and I can tell what's going on with them. They sign a document that says that we represent them. Just like our fellow service members at DAV down here, they help folks, which is a good thing. And they have the same thing, the same constraints as that. We're all trying to do the same thing, help veterans get the best benefits they can. And we've been very successful here. We've made a great economic impact on veterans here from this office.
What does a veteran have to do in order to receive your services? Are there qualifications?
Yes, there are. A lot of people think just because you're a veteran, you can do this, that, and the other. That's not true. It's like health benefits. Health benefits through the VA is perpetrated on a priority listing. The government has X amount of dollars, plainly stated, and they place folks in a priority listing. If they're at the bottom of that priority list, the VA may only have enough to serve 3/4 of that list. So the ones that are down there, even though they're eligible, they're not going to qualify because of certain constraints. But in order to access what we have, a veteran must have their DD-214. That's their discharge paper from service, the most important document a veteran will have.
And they will have that on hand, or can they get that
They
If
get that, they either will have it on hand, most people have it on hand, or it may be, if they're from this county, it may be at the courthouse at the Register of Deeds. We can access that if they are. If they don't have it, don't know where it's at, it's not the Register of Deeds, then we can send to St. Louis, to the National Personal Records Center, and get it for them. It'll be sent to them, mailed to them at home. Then they can bring it in and we can start the process. We can actually start the process without it. They file what's called an intent to file. Once that intent to file is with the VA, it protects a date. The date that we file that's the beginning date of their claim. It might be a month before they get that document from National Personal Records, but with the intent to file in, once we file it, it goes back to that original date. And that's important because if we win a claim, money-wise, that gives them that money back for that month in that particular scenario.
So you help the veterans get funding and health care?
Yes.
Anything else, any other services that you help veterans?
Oh, there is. Widows of veterans, we help them when they're filing a claim for a widow's pension. If they were married to a veteran and he was a wartime veteran, and that wartime veteran, they were not high income, there's a certain income level that they meet, and we can work on those income levels by medical expenses and things of that nature. We can file claims for them with the VA, and they can actually receive some monetary benefits as well. And there's different levels of that monetary benefit they can receive. That's important. Dependent children, if they're deceased or their handicapped father was a war veteran or mother was a war veteran, then they can apply for education benefits. And that's important because that will pay a lot toward their college degrees. We help them get through that maze. The VA is a complex system. The VA is the largest federal agency that there is. As such, it is very, very complex, and you have to be able to maneuver through that. And it takes a little bit of reading and digging and talking and everything to determine the qualifications that the veteran has. Plus, you need to have all those things in your tool bag in order to be able to work them through the system. That's what we try and do, get them through the system.
Now, you had stated that you had moved from the courthouse over to the Board of Elections office, but since then you have moved again. You're part of the county entity, is that correct?
That is correct, and that's one of the reasons I want to do this. We moved we're split from the Board of Elections now, which is a good thing. We are now here in the health department, and we have our own entranceway. We have our own office spaces. We have our own seating area. We're totally separate from the health department, even though we're co-located in the building. We are now away from there. We just want everybody to know where we are so that they can access us. We can be reached by telephone. We can be reached by email, and that email is veterans@bladenco.org. The telephone number is 862-6781. And I'm here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 8:30 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. If I'm not here in any of those days, if someone would call on Monday over the weekends, and they do, they can leave a message on the answering machine and I'll pick it up, and I do return phone calls.
Do they need to have an appointment to meet with you, or can they walk in?
It's a walk-in, and the way we're doing things now, if you walk in, you gotta have a mask because of the orders of the governor. Have to do that, which is fine. It protects them and it protects me. It's no appointment right now. If we get a lot of folks, if I get a lot of people calling, and I may have 8 or 10 a day, if I do that, then I'm going to set an appointment for some of those days. Work it with the veteran or the dependent, whoever it is, to schedule a convenient time for them. And I try and do things for those folks rather than me. I don't work it around my schedule. I work around theirs.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service and for what you do.
Thank you very much. I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this. I enjoyed my time in the service, and it's been great.
Do you know how many veterans are in Bladen County?
I do not. I've had that question asked me a multitude of times. We get a statistical report periodically from the state about how we operate and how the state operates with the VA. I can tell you that money-wise, funds coming into the state of North Carolina, we're number 4 in the nation in the total number of funds coming in. We are number 7 in what it costs to operate. So when you take that high number of 4 and the low number of 7, that makes us very efficient. And that's what we're looking for, efficiency.
North Carolina, that is.
North Carolina, that is correct. New York, California, Texas are ahead of us in actual dollars coming in to the state. We're number 4. That's impressive.
It is. Can you only help veterans from Bladen County or?
Good question.
All of North Carolina?
That is a county decision made. Some counties will not work with a veteran outside their county. I don't do that. If I have a veteran call me and they want to see me, which I've got several, then I see them. To the point where if it would to infringe upon the county veterans are going to be my priority. But a veteran is a veteran. The veteran didn't go to serve and to fight for Bladen County, went to serve and fight for the country. So that's the way I look at that. But I do prioritize our veterans first in the county.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.